Welcome back to your 5-Minute Football Fix. I'm Stephen Moran.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and it's Friday, August 4th, 2011.
Today, we're going to talk about the players ratifying a new 10-year labor deal.
Braylon Edwards lands with the 49ers, finally has a job.
We'll give you the 7 players that will be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And, of course, don't forget our Mico Celebrity of the day.
And finally, a Tiki Barber sighting.
First, we begin with the players ratifying a 10-year collective bargaining agreement. Now, I know many of you are out there going, hey, I thought they did that a long time ago. Hey, I thought that's why we were talking about football for so long. Hey, I thought that's why we were having practices.
Hey,
why does Jeff keep going, hey?
Exactly.
Well, look, the bottom line is we've been operating under the illusion of a ratified CBA. We've been operating as if it were ratified and signed. However, it was ratified and signed by the players yesterday, just an hour past the deadline, and then practices could happen with new free agents. And then today, D. Smith, the owners, the players' rep, union chief, and Commissioner Goodell at the Hall of Fame on the steps, they signed it, and now it's official. We have labor peace for 10 years.
Yes! 10 years of football without interruption. Now, here are some of the things that happened to get this CBA ratified. One, for the first time, the NFL will be able to test players for HGH, making it one of the first professional U.S. sports to be able to do so. Then, as far as off-the-field issues, that all still stays with Commissioner Goodell. He keeps the status, the power of being the disciplinarian, and the one thing is on the field issues, when you hit somebody or the league's going to suspend somebody or fine somebody for hits or whatever, the league has to consult with the NFLPA before they make such a suspension or a fine. But Jeffrey, what I want to know is why the HGH was so important. What does that mean? What are they going to be testing?
Yeah, no, this is critical. HGH doping, as it's known around the world, has been with us since the 70s. And it's basically, its intended purpose is for people with growth disorders, people who have dwarfism and things like that.
Right.
They've been given this treatment as a way to try and grow a little bit, add some muscle, add some height. But when this is misused in the terms of athletics, what it does is the pituitary gland sends signals to the muscles to grow and to the bones to become more dense through the liver and things like that. And we have not had a urine test for that ever, so this requires a blood test. And that has been one of the players' main objections is this requires a blood test. Well, so what, guys? You know what? If you really want to be understood as the league that is a champion of anti-doping in the world, you need to get serious about this, and they finally have, and hats off to them.
Well, that's good. Next up, Jeffrey, Braylon Edwards, the wide receiver let go by the Jets, finally found a home. He lands with the San Francisco 49ers, but he just gets a 1-year contract and only $1 million guaranteed. He can make $3.5 million, Jeff, but he needs to make 90 catches and make the Pro Bowl.
This makes you wonder if Michael Crabtree hadn't gotten re-injured this preseason, if Braylon would have found a home at all. Because for $1 million, I cannot imagine why a team would not take a flyer on Braylon Edwards. I think he still has a lot of good football left in him. Yes, he has a number of off-field issues that accompany him. However, on the field, he's generally a hard player, and he's liked by his teammates. So for $1 million, San Francisco landed themselves one heck of a deal. If Crabtree gets better, boy, look out for that wide receiving duo.
Stay clean, Braylon, and maybe they'll give you a long-term contract. Now, this weekend, we have the enshrinement of the Hall of Fame players. Deion Sanders, prime time. Marshall Faulk, Shannon Sharp, Richard Dent, Ed Sable, who is basically one of the reasons why we're here doing what we do.
Ed Sable, man, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have even thought of doing this.
Chris Hamburger and linebacker Les Richter.
Hamburger.
Those guys get to go in, get their busts enshrined.
Am I the only one who said hamburger at the induction ceremony?
I think you were the only
one. We were in
one.
Dallas at the induction ceremony when they made the announcements of who it was that was coming in to the Hall of Fame class. I was really pulling for hamburger because I wanted to hear a whole room full of press. There was probably 1,000 people there just going, hamburger. I thought that would have been outstanding, but Chris Hamburger, good for him. Les Richter.
Time for our Mico Celebrity question of the week, Jeff.
It comes from Jonathan Winchurch. Did he really win a church?
Lucky.
He asks, Donovan McNabb at Minnesota, succeed or fail?
Succeed.
Fail. All right.
Whoa. Succeed.
Fail.
Okay.
Tiki Barber sighting, friends.
That's right.
Former Today Show host, co-host, former New York Giants running back extraordinaire.
Well, there was a sighting. Tiki Barber showed up in Miami, and the Dolphins worked him out. After the workout, sources said that he looked pretty good, but the Dolphins weren't ready to pull the trigger. Here's my guarantee, Jeffrey, and this I guarantee.
Idiot. This I guarantee.
This I do guarantee. Tiki Barber, your days as a football player in the National Football League are done. It's over. Hang them up. You had a nice career. You walked away from the game. You wanted to be an announcer. Didn't work out for you. Now it's time to find something else to make you happy.
Be very, very careful when you leave situations where you were liked, loved, and competent to move on to greener pastures. Sometimes those greener pastures don't work out. We wish the best for him, but good luck.
All right. This has been Stephen Miranda.
And this is Jeff Ellis.
We'll see you next week with your 5-Minute Football Fix.
Have a great weekend, everyone.